They are here to witness the final game day of the elimination round.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter between Abra and Mindoro.
Okay, Ken, I also want to get a quick greet to one of my office mates who also is from Pangasinan, who's very excited for the match later on.
Quarter scoring, nakita nyo, dikit yung first and second quarter. Doon na lumayo yung Abra in the third. Actually, titignan mo yung production ng Mindoro, okay naman eh. 23, 21, 21. Pero those 34 points in the third was just too much. And Abra, they have proven to be arguably the best team on both sides of the floor. Offensively and defensively, so lethal. Joel Gonzalez, mindes yung kanyang layup doon.
At saka ang clear separator rin doon, Ken, yung free throws. The free throw makes that's a plus 14 make for the Abra Weavers than that of Mindoro. Kaya yung third quarter na yun, talagang ramdam mo yung separation pagdating dyan sa stat line na yan.
Ball tapped. Mindoro in transition. Hands by Kong. Sorry, miss. Cholo Mendoza will pull up for free. Short. By Kong with the running start. Slows it down for Mindoro. Pulls it back out to Marion Bagat. Vienes at the post. Joshua David will be called for that personal foul.
Foul number 5, Josh David.
Yan, happy birthday to Coach Yong Garcia. Also, happy birthday to the proud father of the Aquaman, Paulo Hubalde, Sir Freddy Hubalde. Happy birthday.
Oh yes, happy birthday, Sir Freddy.
Oo. Siya yung nagpauso talaga dito sa Philippine basketball nung pull-up shot eh.
Oo.
Mid-range, matic.
Hindi, tsaka ibang klase bumording yun.
Free throw is good for Ranry Vienes. Bounce pass. Now it's with Mark Yee. Gives it up to Dave. Extra pass. Encho Serrano for free. Off the mark. Ayon secures the offensive rebound. Dave attacks. Oh, nice pass. Mark Yee though rejected by Heinz Maikong.
Good rejection right there by Hans. 3 on its way.
Ethan Galang puts it in from downtown. The lead is down to 10.
He's the guy that has shot best from outside. Ethan Galang for the Mindoro Tamaraws is 3 out of 6, making half of his threes.
Serrano can't answer. Mark Yee with offensive rebound.
Kita mo yung compete side rin talaga ni ni Mark Yee. After getting that reject earlier, ito yung pinasa ni Hans papunta dun kay Ethan Galang for that 3.
Ethan Galang 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Mark Yee hits the free throw. 2-time MPBL Defensive Player of the Year, All MPBL First Team, and 3-time MPBL All-Star. If we're ever gonna make a list of, I don't know, let's say top 20
Yes.
MPBL players of all time, I think he fits the list.
Yes. Si Coach Dino, may trivia pa.
Okay.
Nabanggit mo raw, binati mo si Freddy Hubalde, di ba?
Oo.
Anong taon daw siya nag-MVP? Hindi ko na alam yan.
Hulaan.
Napapanood ko na lang siya.
Kung tama ako, walang Wikipedia to or Google, whatever. 1972?
Oh my God, di naman siguro.
Di ba?
Di.
1982, hindi. 1982.
Nalantayin natin yung sagot ni Coach Dino.
John Uduma puts it in. Uduma with 21 points and 7 rebounds.
A couple of guys have really scored beyond 20. for the Weavers. It's John Oduba and Encho Serrano. Encho did it in the third quarter. Ito si John has done it in the first half for the most part.
Encho Serrano, nice pass to David Defonso, lays it in. Abra in full throttle right now as Mindoro has really had a hard time keeping up. Fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split type air conditioners.
And then this is just a glimpse of how the open floor activity would be for the Weavers come the postseason. And talagang kailangan depensahan mo yan.
Back with us here at the Robert Estrella Senior Memorial Stadium as we check out our fan of the game, brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Okay, I was off by
How
5
many?
years.
See?
1972 tas 1982 pinanggit ko, no? Nasa gitna pala, 1977.
Yes.
Sinignan ko na.
Because I know how young I was when I watched him play.
Ibig sabihin, ilan taon lang siya noon? 19 years old nung
Oo.
1972. Oh, nga, hindi.
Oh. Bata ni
Pasensya na
sobra.
kayo. Hindi ko na naabutan eh.
Oo nga.
Nanghula lang talaga.
Fair enough, Ken. Fair enough.
Alam mo, naalala ko yan si Sir Freddy nung pandemic. He
Bakit?
guested in one of the episodes of An Eternity
Ay, yes.
of Basketball. Kasi sa Antipolo sila nakatira eh. Gamit sila ng parang office namin dun sa Kayunta. As Ildefonso misses on that shot. Sobrang anong tao niyan? Sobrang very humble.
Tsaka soft-spoken, no?
Oo, he was one of the nicest guys in the
This is VO3. Try it now.
VO3 is here. You should try it.
I mean, he had one of the smoothest games back then. As Ashon Andrews got popped in the mouth. John Oduba turns it over.
Yeah, what I clearly remember is yung jump shot ni Sir Freddy. Yan talaga naaalala ko sa kanya. And I think when we say na he's soft-spoken and pero matapang sa loob ng court, kind of like the personality of Paulo Hubalde, right? Si Paulo ganun din.
Oo.
But not really that tapang-tapang, kundi, yung palag sa loob ng court. Understanding na nakikipag-compete rin siya sa iba. But in terms of being a facilitator and a point guard, I think I'm more on Paulo Ubalde. Kasi more of a scorer si
Magkaiba naman
si
sila ng
Freddy.
laro.
Iba yung laro eh.
And then yung kuya pa ni Paolo, si Derek.
Oh yeah, si Derek pa pala. That's right.
Naging kakampi ni Coach Christian yun. He was a dead shot from the outside.
Yeah.
Yenes got block up top. Was it Raven Gonzalez who
Was
got that
Raven.
block again?
And that's 4. That's 4 blocks already for Raven in this game.
Just the timing he has in blocking those shots. It's been impeccable for Raven Gonzalez.
At saka yung pangalawang lundag, even if you fake him off, ang bilis nung recovery niya sa second jump.
David Defonso can't hit the free. Rebound grab by Mike Ayon. Encho Serrano sa loob. Doesn't get the friendly bounce. Ildefonso grabs it and lays it in. David Defonso with 19 points and 9 rebounds. Oh, sorry, 5 rebounds and 8 assists.
But so far, si David Defonso, after making a couple of threes in the first quarter, has been silent from that range. Has not made since then.
Axel Inigos free, no good.
Yeah.
Another rebound from Dave.
Yun ang nakakatakot. Yung makakuha ng defensive rebound off a miss, si David Defonso, because that's a rebound and go situation. He's gonna push the pace and try to outsprint the defense into the front court. Ganda pa ng vision. Even if he slows down as he gets into the paint, enough body strength and the balance to finish it off. Oh, wow.
You saw from a mile away, Encho Serrano really wanted that free. Encho grabs it. Soars and scores. Encho Serrano, 5 consecutive points. A total of 29. His season high here in the MPBL 7th season. David Defonso, third guy with at least 20 points.
This game has broken wide open by this very forceful start by the Abra Weavers here in the fourth quarter.
As my goal,
Oo, tuluyan na silang lumayo talaga. Mindoro has been sucked to 71 points. That's the halfway point of the fourth. And you could see Coach Yong Garcia.
Wala pa rin eh. No, parang
Nakastick pa rin siya
nakastick
sa
pa rin eh.
main players niya, no?
At saka focused pa rin siya. He's definitely a coach that looks possession per possession. Offense, ano rara natin? Okay, sila naman. Anong defense tatakbo natin? How do we defend against it?
5 seconds left sa shot clock. Itong Mindoro. The lob, but even before that, someone got caught holding it. It was Mike Ayonayon. Gingser, great move of the game. Born for greatness. Whew.
What a finish by Encho Serrano. And nobody checking him and stopping him until he was even able to elevate.
Ramirez baseline drive. Strong take to the basket. Napangiti na lang si Encho Serrano doon. Acknowledging that take by RJ Ramirez.
May similarity rin naman in terms of athleticism, no? And perimeter gaming. Itong dalawang si Encho at si RJ. Pero iba lang talaga yung post-up ni Encho Serrano.
Maikong got caught with a foul. 96-73. Commanding 23-point lead for Abra.
Well, Maikong was doing the right thing. He's trying to shut that middle lane and not opening up his hip, pero late yung adjustment niya. Kaya natawagan siya ng foul.
Now the question moving forward is, with the playoffs looming, if for the opposing teams, coaches, players, what's it gonna take to stop this freight train of an Abra team that has rolled to an unprecedented 26-game winning streak? They have more or less dominated the competition. They've beaten top contenders by double figures, with the exception of San Juan and Pasay. So if you're a team, especially in the north, ano kailangan mong gawin para maging successful ka and upset itong Abra Solid North Weavers?
Ako yan. I'll look at the most recent close game that they got into. They were really challenged, and I feel that's the San Juan game. I felt by that time, lahat ng sistema, lahat ng roles, lahat ng gusto nilang gawin is pretty much already defined, because that game was what, their third to the last na game nila of the season, di ba? And that was the big game. So you always look at games where it's really a competitive and challenging game for the top teams, and because there you'll see kung ano yung mga tweaks nila, yung mga schemes nila, mas prominent siya. And so I really would look at that San Juan game. Would UA have a guy that could do single coverage, David Defonso? Would David Defonso be playing the same way of settling for jump shots in a game? Or will Encho again help out in case that Dave struggles from the field? But Dave is still pretty much a force that you will have to contend with as you go up against the Abra Weavers.
Because the scary part, if you're those teams trying to contend with Abra, is David Defonso has probably hit the stretch. Prior to this game, he was only averaging 12.6 points in the last 5 games. But Encho Serrano has picked up his game, and also, one thing that has been left untapped has been the games of Mike Ayonayon, Jolo Mendoza.
Correct.
Guys that they believe could really carve out a huge role in those games when it matters the most. And that's a scary proposition if you're the opposition.
Huwag natin kalilimutan, may J.O. Chuka pa na big man that can help out a lot para dito sa Abra Weavers. And if you have a guy that big that can actually control the boards for them, even guys like John Oduba can run off and fill the lanes in open transition. Matter of fact, one can even say that in that game of San Juan, Dave Ildefonso, did we see the kind of Dave Ildefonso that we wanted to see against San Juan? I felt that he settled more for the perimeter shots, no, but helping out in other stuff as well in that game.
The former NCAA MVP and Finals MVP, Leo Nahorda, making his first appearance here. So, Coach Yong Garcia has emptied out his bench. Now for Mindoro, that looming matchup against Zamboanga in Pola. They had that matchup early in the season where Mindoro beat Zamboanga. It was a time where I think Zamboanga was still in the midst of one of their best runs. And Mindoro, at that time, they were in transition. I think Coach Roddy was still there with them when they won that game.
That was the first home game, ano? Was it?
Hindi yun.
Hindi. The game that you guys covered, kayo ni Javi, di ba? Sa Pola. Mindoro was up against, I don't recall. Kalimutan ko na.
Basta yung pangalawa against Muntinlupa.
Yes.
It was against Parañaque.
Yeah, Parañaque, right.
That was the time where Parañaque still had Carl Brian Cruz, JP Calvo,
And Coach Mike.
Coach Mike
That's
Sagigid. Yong. Happy birthday again, Coach Yong. 50th birthday.
Medyo nakakita na tayo ng konting ito kay Coach Yong.
Jason Perez. I mean, this Mindoro team. Jeco Bancale has come along for them as well.
Yes.
He could be a guy that could be a spark plug, especially playing that point guard spot. Axel Inigo has done a marvelous job of quarterbacking this team. But in the playoffs and even starting in the play-in, depth is gonna be a huge factor. And they can't rely solely on those three guys, Ino Comboy, Bam Bam Gamalita, and Joseph Sedoripa. They really need to have other guys step in and chip in. You know, the Ethan Galangs, the Jeco Bancales, the Ray Bienes, even this guy, Ashon Andrews, Ken Bono, their serviceable big, former UAP MVP, RJ Ramirez is there. Even Jonas Tibayan, if he finds his rhythm back, yun yung mga mahalagang pyesa na kailangan itong Mindoro.
At saka yung efficient handling of possessions for them. I feel that's one key element that they've done really well this season. Itong Mindoro Tamaraws. They lead the league so far in that department.
John Oduba, 21 and 10. Perfect from the field, just one miss from the free throw line. What a performance. Really setting the tone. 13 of those 21 points coming in that first quarter. Or actually, 14 of those 21.
Correct. Him and Dave that
at
first
13.
quarter, right.
We're winding down the fourth quarter. A minute left in regulation. Cholo Mendoza getting the Abra Solid North Weavers to the century mark, 101-78. Mike Kong with his another layup from Hans Mike Kong. 10 points, 6 rebounds.
On a 4 of 9 shooting, 5 of 9 shooting rather. It's pretty good.
Garcia miss. Ashon Andrews pushing it. Nice pass Maikong in stride, lays it in.
Itong si Maikong alongside si Jeko Bangkale. Lalo na with how Jeko has performed in their last few games para dito sa Mindoro Tamaraws. I think that's the level of guard performers they're gonna need from Jeko, not to be solely dependent on Axel on the point guard spot. Ang maganda kasi kay Jeko, tsaka even dito kay Hans Maikong, you play mahabang oras ng full length of the floor na gwardiyahan, depensahan. Them being younger, it really wouldn't matter to them.
Despite this loss, Mindoro will finish the season with a record of above 500 for the very first time. They will have to go through the play-in and beat Zamboanga.
Congratulations, Encho. Yun na naman, ang nakita namin, nagsimula si Dave sa first half, tinapos mo nung second half, meron kang 29 points and 11 rebounds ngayon. Medyo, double-double performance mo, nalagpasan mo yung huling performance mo. Ano masasabi mo sa larong ito? At dun nga sa tandem nyo ni Dave na talagang nakakatakot sigurado para sa ibang teams.
Yun lang, kasi nag-struggle kami sa first half, so sinabi ko sa sarili ko na siguro kailangan ko mag-step up. So yun, binigay ko lang yung best ko, and yun nga, yung kay Dave na sinasabi nyo, wala naman kasing kailangan na patunayan dito knowing na parehas na kami nga dito sa team, so kailangan talaga namin alamin namin kung ano yung ikakapanalo ng team namin. Kung siya yung mainit, ibibigay namin sa kanya. Kung ako yung mainit, binibigay naman niya sa akin. So yun lang, thankful ako kasi sobrang humble yan ni Dave, and yung lahat ng team talagang yung team effort and yung tiwala sa isa't isa andun talaga lagi.
Encho, lahat na ipakita nyo na dito sa regular season, lahat ng kaya gawin ng Abra Solid North Weavers, at alam kong hindi iba sa'yo ang paghahanda para sa playoffs, 2 beses ka na nag-champion. Pero anong iba sa pagsama mo dito sa Abra Weavers ngayong taon na to?
Siguro yung expectation lang ng mga boss namin, siguro, at saka yung mga fans, mga Abreños, hindi kailangan, wag namin sila i-disappoint, and yun nga, tulad niyan, number 1 kami, so talagang yung expect nila na malapit kami sa championship, so talagang kailangan pagtrabahuin namin and ibigay yung 101% talaga.